What you're currently watching is approximately 850 hours of an AI learning to solve mazes of different levels of difficulty. The AI, who we'll name Kevin, starts off knowing absolutely nothing about his environment. Instead, he just moves around completely randomly. So, how does Kevin go from this to this? Kevin learns through a process called reinforcement learning. In a nutshell, this means that Kevin receives either rewards or penalties for each of his actions. This is called a reward function, and it's a fundamental aspect of machine learning. Let's write some code that implements a reward function for Kevin. So, how does this code work? You're currently looking at the very first maze that Kevin has to complete. The yellow circle at the top is a coin, which signifies the end of the maze. We'll come back to the coin a bit later. So, as I previously explained, Kevin right now only knows how to move in random directions. What the code does is it gives Kevin a negative reward when he touches the walls of the maze, and it gives him a positive reward when he reaches the end of the maze and collects the coin. This means that when Kevin collects the coin, the large positive reward that he receives helps him to essentially remember the path he took to get to the coin. Obviously, it will take many more attempts than just one, but you get the idea. That's what we hope to happen anyway. Let's see what actually happens. It doesn't quite seem to be working here. I think that what's happening is the negative reward from the walls is quite literally causing Kevin to completely avoid the maze altogether. There must be some clever fix to solve this though, right? Now, in theory, the walls will have no impact on Kevin's behaviour, so he only receives a positive reward if he actually reaches the coin, and he'll receive a negative reward if he doesn't reach the coin within 4,000 steps. Each step is an individual movement in a certain direction. Imagine each step the AI takes as a dice roll, where each face of the die corresponds to a movement in a particular direction. At first, its path is completely random, leading to unpredictable movements. However, as the AI trains and learns over many hours, the movements become much less random. Kevin basically has 4,000 individual movements before he runs out and starts again. Okay, I think that's everything. Let's leave Kevin to do his thing. As you can see, our code was pretty successful, and Kevin was able to not only complete, but actually master the very first maze. Kevin gets a coin for completing the maze, and another one for mastering it. In this case, mastering a maze is where Kevin is able to go directly to the end of the maze, let's say 5 times in a row. That was a pretty easy maze for Kevin to get started. Let's design a slightly more challenging maze for Kevin to try. Introducing maze number 2, the playground. This maze introduces a whole new challenge for Kevin, and that is a corner. This corner introduces a whole new dimension to Kevin, but it's an important step since Kevin needs to learn to take various different corners to complete a much more challenging maze. So, let's see how Kevin does with this new challenge. That was pretty easy for Kevin. This is actually thanks to the previous maze, as Kevin knows that moving forwards equals a positive reward. Therefore, Kevin only needs to learn to move to the right after he moves forward, and that's it, the maze is complete. 2 more coins for Kevin. With this in mind, let's switch things up for the third maze. Introducing the T. Creatively, instead of a right hand turn, we've gone for a left hand turn. As simple as it looks, I think it will throw Kevin off a bit. Let's see. As you can see, Kevin's tendency to immediately turn to the right has actually confused him a bit. Let's speed this up and see if Kevin can overcome this problem. Once again, Kevin has been able to learn and master the maze. This one took a little while to master, but now Kevin knows he must go to the left in order to complete the maze. This has been pretty easy for Kevin so far. This is the Enigma. This is the first maze that actually somewhat resembles a maze. But at this point, Kevin is a well-trained veteran at beating mazes. So, let's just throw him in and see how he does. Kevin's learning journey overcoming all these mazes has been truly inspirational. It shows that if you just put your mind to something and work on it for hours and hours, you can really master it. Anyway, enough with this positive, inspirational talk, because the final maze is next. This is a task that will undoubtedly test the limit of Kevin's capabilities. I would like to introduce you to the Abyss. Okay, maybe it's not that intimidating, but still, it's a challenge for Kevin unlike anything he's ever faced before. Do you think he'll be able to do it? There's only one way to find out. Well, he's only gone and done it. Let's all give a round of applause for Kevin. Wait, what? You can speak? Yeah, it's all for science. The coins! Thank you so much for reminding me. You're probably wondering what all these coins that Kevin collected are going to be used for. I'd like to introduce the item shop. At the end of each video, Kevin has the opportunity to spend his hard-earned coins in this item shop. What Kevin chooses to buy is going to be determined by you guys in the comment section. For this video, Kevin is going to choose between these hats. Comment down below which of these hats you think Kevin should buy, and he'll be wearing whichever hat receives the most votes in our next video. That's it for today. Thanks for watching.